Hey guys, this is Egbo820 and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Jumia app. Now for those of you who don't know, Jumia is basically an online African store available in many African countries that does e-commerce buying and selling. It's like, Amazon and any other typical online store. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of Jumia based on my observance and experience with the app. But before I get started, I just want to put out some disclaimers. Number one is that this is not paid promotion in any way, shape, or form. I was not paid by anyone for this review. This is just me reviewing this out of free will. Number two is that this review is based on my own experiences and opinions on Jumia. Your own experiences and opinions are going to be way different from mine. So if you have any other opinions about Jumia, please leave a comment below. And number three is that this video here is not to bring down Jumia, because in the cons part of this video I'm going to be really constructive about things I don't like, and this is not to bring down Jumia in any way, but just to things that I want to point out that could be better on this app in my own opinion. Now the first thing I like about Jumia is the fact that it's cheaper for some products compared to buying it at a physical store. Now this is based on my experience, and let me explain. Okay, so I went looking for a power bank at the market because my power bank got stolen, and because of that, like, I was looking for power banks everywhere. So I went to a phone store and asked them how much are their power banks, and they said the power banks start from 10,000 naira and above. Like, they were calling exorbitant prices for power banks, and I was like, oh my god, like, I didn't have any money at all to buy a new power bank. It was when I was scrolling through Jumia, and then I now saw this power bank you see on the screen for about 6,000 naira, and I decided, why not buy it? Like, I bought the power bank and I've been enjoying it ever since. And if you want the power bank, it will be in the description of this video. Now bear in mind, I said not for every product, but for many products. Like, I would say specifically for tech, but maybe for other products, but I'm not very sure about that. But I've seen some products that are cheaper on Jumia, but when I go to a store, they're much more expensive. Isn't that weird? Now the second thing I like about Jumia is the fact that you can find most things on Jumia on AliExpress. Now how is this a good thing? Let me explain. So if you're someone who uses TikTok and you see videos of people, like unboxing and reviewing things they bought on AliExpress, in the comment section you'll be seeing people asking, how do you order? Oh, I tried ordering on AliExpress, it didn't come, my payment was rejected, blah blah. Like, because many people get confused with how to order on AliExpress. But if you want to order on AliExpress, I have videos about it, like detailing everything, in the description on my TikTok. But anyway, let's just move on from that. So as I said, that people don't even know how to order things on AliExpress. I even have friends and people I know who ask me, how do you order? Oh, my current order, like, everyone is asking me tons of questions about AliExpress because, like, I order from there a lot and stuff. So how is this a good thing? Well, for Jumia, since these things can also be found there, AliExpress, and that can also be found on Jumia, it makes the barrier of entry for people who want to purchase these products much easier. Bear in mind that for sites like AliExpress, Amazon, they don't accept many of the Naira cards. Like, if you tried using your Naira card on a site like Amazon, then they would flag the account and it would reject it. And even most Naira cards on AliExpress also will not work, and there are many ways to pay for things, like different ways, which I said you can watch in the description of the video. But it makes the barrier of entry easy because of the fact that, like, your Nigerian card is going to work on Jumia pretty much easily, even though, yes, like, AliExpress is much cheaper than buying things on Jumia, but at least you're still getting access to these things, and delivery will be much faster than if you order on AliExpress. Now the third thing I like about Jumia is the fact that there are so many things to choose from. Like, there's so many variety of things. Like, gadgets, clothes, and so on. Like there are so many things to choose from. Like you can buy so many tech products here, like phones, Rimo earbuds, and so on, which are really cool in my opinion. And then you can even buy lots of things, like even like food. You can even buy like snacks from Jumia. Like for food, use Jumia Foods, the app, and then snacks, you can find many of these snacks for sale, like Pringles and chocolate chip cookies and so on. You can even find medicine on this app, to be honest with you. Don't ask me what I was searching for, okay? I'm not gonna tell you, it's a secret. Just a side note, I was actually looking for some medical shampoo, so let the video continue. Another thing I like about Jumia is the fact that they give you the option for a return policy. So for example, if you order something and that thing does not come out like good, like damaged or broken or something like that, you have the option to always return it. But please, if you are returning something from Jumia, make sure that everything that you had in the package, you return it to Jumia in one piece. So I watched this video from this YouTuber who basically sells things on Jumia, and he was complaining that someone returned a product that he was selling and they didn't put everything that was in the box, making that thing to be unsellable, which is not fair for the seller. So please, if you're returning something, make sure you put everything that was inside the box and return it to Jumia in one piece, okay? For the sake of sellers who their job is not easy. And finally, the thing about Jumia is that it's like the Amazon of Africa, to an extent though, not completely. Like they can't do everything that Amazon does, that's a fact. But however, we still have to give credit where it's due to Jumia. At least they're putting effort. Even though many people complain that Jumia's service is not good, or that there's so many problems with it, yes, that is true. There are so many problems with Jumia, but however, we still have to give them credit where it's due. Next, this is the part you've been waiting for. Today, we're going to talk about the cons of the Jumia app. Things I've noticed that I personally don't like. But if you have any things that you do or don't like about Jumia, as I said, leave a comment below. Okay, so let's start. Now, the first thing I don't like about Jumia is the fact that there's no Jumia Prime in most states. Like Jumia Prime is like Amazon Prime, where like you have lots of benefits like faster deliveries and some other benefits, like, you know, like cheaper deliveries and so many other stuff. Like for me, I haven't really used Jumia Prime and all that stuff because where I live, there's no Jumia Prime. Now, I don't understand why Jumia Prime is not available in every state. Like, because a lot of people patronize Jumia, you will be surprised. Like for me, like I have a friend, so she ordered the power bank that I just showed on the screen earlier in this video because I recommended it to her. So we went to one of the pickup stations where I live, and for me, I was very shocked because there were so many packages in this pickup station. Like there were so many. Like I was so surprised that people actually patronize Jumia that much. So that's the thing. I don't understand why this is not in every state. It's only limited to only 3 states, and that is messed up. And I don't even understand why, like in different states, the shipping and everything is much cheaper than other states. Like where I live, shipping can cost from like thousands of naira, but some other places it costs less. Like Lagos, like from what I've seen, it costs less. But I'm not sure like if it is for everywhere. But if you live in Lagos, how much is your shipping fees for Jumia? Leave a comment below. Another thing I don't like about Jumia is the cart section. So let me explain. Okay, so let's say now that I want to order 10 items and I put these items in my cart. Okay, that's nice. But however, when I go to the cart section, they calculate all those 10 items. But let's say now I only want to order 2 items from those 10 items. I would have to delete the remaining 8 items and only order those 2 items. Now, this is something that I really don't like about this app. Something that can be fixed. It's not that hard to be fixed. Even though I know that I'm not like an app developer, and I don't do all this app development. So I know it's not easy, but it's something that I believe can be fixed. Because like online stores like AliExpress don't do this. For AliExpress, you can add 10 things to your cart and you can select those 2 things from those 10 things that you want to order. They will allow you to select those things without deleting those items from your cart. So I don't see why Jumia should be like this. Like this thing is really annoying. Like I hate when like you have to delete all those things because it's really annoying in my opinion. But at least if you know that you want to still like keep those items somewhere that you can easily access, and it's better for you to hide those items and then delete them. When you're ready to order, you can go back to the hard section, and then from there you can add them to your cart again and then order. Another thing I don't like about Jumia is the search section. Okay, so let's say now that, for example, that I'm looking for a nail cutter because I just found it on my table. Let's say now that I type in nail cutter on Jumia, and then, okay, I see the results. And let's say now that I want to look for a nail cutter again, but this time I want to look for golden nail cutter. The problem with the search box on Jumia is that once I find the thing, the search thing I type disappears. It doesn't stay there for me to, erase or add an extra thing to the keyword. However, sites like Amazon or AliExpress would leave that keyword there. And if you want to look for anything else related to that thing, you can just type in that thing to add to the keyword and find that thing you want. It's something that Jumia should also fix as well, like something that I believe can be fixed easily. Even though I know I'm not a developer and I know it's not easy, but still, it should be fixed. Another thing I don't like about Jumia is the review section. Now for me, don't get it twisted. I am happy that we have the option to review any item we've purchased on Jumia. But however, my problem with this review section is that you cannot filter from 1-star reviews to 5-star reviews. Sites like Amazon, AliExpress, even though I keep referencing them each and every time, these sites will let you see reviews from 1-star to 5-star. You can easily filter them out, and it's something that I really don't like, that you can't filter these things out. You have to scroll down and find all these things for yourself. It gets really annoying. Another thing I don't like about the Jumia app is that many clothes on this app lack a size chart. So this is not for every single piece of clothing, but many of them lack a size chart. Like I've been scrolling through Jumia and I've been analyzing this, and I've noticed that there are many sellers who sell clothes on this app, but however, they lack a size chart. So if you want to check your size and everything there, you can't find it and everything, which is why I made a video about how to order clothes on Jumia with the site chart and everything, which you can watch in the description of this video. Like I made this video for the sake of people who may love ordering clothes on Jumia and so on. And I think that probably you can use this same thing to try and order shoes as well, but I haven't tried with shoes, but I want to try it out with clothes, like if you get what I'm trying to say. And finally, this is for the Jumia website, not the Jumia app. Okay, so let's say now that I have saved items. If I go to the saved items section of the website, and then I want to go to the next page and remove a saved item, anytime I click on remove, it keeps on going back to the first page, page 1, which is so stressful. Like it keeps on going to page 1 each time I want to remove an item on the next page, and it's something that should really be fixed on this app. Like, to be very honest with you, I've been saying that some of these things should be really fixed on this app, and it's really annoying.
There's also one extra thing I want to talk about with the Jumia app. So basically, this happens on the website of Jumia. So let's say now that I click on checkout and I want to check out all my items. So after some time, I notice that the page becomes unresponsive and starts crashing, and this is really annoying and weird for a site like this. So this is something that should also be fixed as well. So let's continue the video.
Now, here are things in my opinion that should be done to change Jumia, in my own opinion. Number one is that the app design should be changed. Like, I can tell you that the app design is not so bad. It's not really that bad, but I feel that they can do much better. Like I've said this in my last video where I reviewed the Ooma Foods app, the developers of the app should make use of sites like Figma and Tether, Flutterflow, Webflow, and so on to basically redesign their site, that they can allow you to make prototype sites and apps before you release them. And I've been saying this, that they should basically use this same site to redesign Jumia to make it look better and more appealing. I can tell you, like, the website version of Jumia still looks better than the app in my own opinion, but I believe that both of them can be changed and they can look much better than they do. Now, the second thing that should be changed on Jumia is the review section. Now, one thing that I suggest that they should do is that, like, for reviews, that they can sort reviews out by different states. So if you're living in Lagos, you're living in Abuja, you can see the reviews of people who bought a particular item from Abuja, or those people that bought a particular item from Lagos, something like that. This is something that, in my opinion, should be changed. Like AliExpress, for example, lets you review, you can see the reviews of people by country. But however, I wish that Jumia could do the same thing, that you can see the reviews of people by state. And also, for the review section, they should allow you to at least take pictures or videos of the review and post it, like, on the Jumia app. Like, this is something that I wish could be implemented on the app. Like, sites like Amazon and AliExpress will allow you to see videos or pictures of the review to give it more credibility, which is why I wish that could be the case for Jumia, because everything they're just showing verified pictures. Like, the review section just on Jumia feels so bland and feels like dead, in my opinion. But if they add this thing to the Jumia app, in my opinion, it will be much better. And finally is the need for Jumia Prime everywhere. For me, I want to see Jumia Prime everywhere. Like, that's the thing I want to see everywhere. They should work on trying to bring Jumia Prime to more states in Nigeria. Like, they should do it one by one, not all at once, in my opinion. Like, that's something that I want to see, like, in every state, even where I live. I want to see Jumia Prime here someday. Like, to be honest with you, one day I want to see Jumia Prime. Like, it will make me happy if I see that it's available where I live. Now, I know that some of you might be asking me, hey, why didn't I talk about customer service? Hey, why didn't I talk about that, and stuff like that? For me personally, I've not had issues with Jumia in regards to ordering of items. Like, I've ordered items on Jumia and I've not had issues at all. Like, they've always come and the customer service, they've been nice. No one has been rude to me so far. Maybe, I don't know, but that's just for me. I know that many of you may complain that, oh, I ordered things on Jumia, it never came. I've looked at a lot of reviews on Facebook, Google Play, and even the App Store about people having so many negative reviews on Jumia. Now, here are some things I would suggest to probably mitigate those, like, issues with Jumia, even though these are not guaranteed to help in every situation, but I'm just gonna give you my own tips, in my opinion. First of all, when you order on Jumia, make sure that your address is correct. Make sure that your address is correct. You heard me, right? Make sure that it's correct, that you are not getting anything wrong, even for your phone number, everything. Make sure that it's correct. And number two is that I've seen, like, many people complaining about delivery people, saying that they never came, that they were being rude and so on, which is why the better option, in my opinion, is to order and drop the item at their pickup station instead of doing delivery. Because if now that you're complaining that the delivery people were rude to you and so on, then it means that the better option, in my opinion, would be to order the thing to the pickup station just for your convenience, so that way you won't complain my item didn't arrive and then Jumia didn't want to refund it and so on. Oh yeah, and a bonus tip as well. For Jumia, make sure that you always check your tracking number. Make sure that you're always watching that thing like every day. Make sure you always watch the tracking number. If you see any message that they send, make sure you always watch it and keep an eye on it. If you notice that like after the specified date the item is supposed to come, it doesn't come, then go to the Jumia office near you and try to complain about it, or maybe try to email them. It might help. Now, as I said, that all these tips here are not going to guarantee that your item is going to come. It might not help everyone, but these are just my own tips, in my opinion, that could help.
Oh, and as an extra bonus tip that I forgot to add in this video that just completely left my head is this. Make sure that you always read the reviews of any item before you order it. Make sure that the item has a decent amount of reviews and make sure that they're mostly positive. Because if it's a mostly negative, then that's a red flag. Or if you barely see any reviews, I wouldn't advise you to order from those people.
Thank you for watching. So what do you like about the Jumia app? What don't you like about the Jumia app? Comment below. And you can always subscribe to the channel, give me a follow on my pages, and I hope I see you guys next time. Peace out.